So now in this video we're going to look at one of the functions of this Hobbymate D6 Elite. I bought this I think 4 years ago, and then they stopped selling it right away. That's why you don't see me making any videos. I made like a couple with this before, but I don't think I ever made a servo video. This has a servo tester. That's what we're going to do in this video. So servo looks like this. Its position depends on how wide the pulses are. I think I will actually want to put this back right there. I moved it when I filmed a different scene, and maybe I won't even like that spot. But in any case, there we go. That pops off. You can adjust it to the position you want. And so we got negative to the left. I know it's hard to see. Plus in the middle, and then S to the right for signal. And sometimes these don't go in terribly easily. And so I find once you get in the slot there, kind of wiggle it, it seems to go in pretty easy once you get it lined up correctly. So that's one of the functions, servo tester. I bought it actually to charge battery packs. So this charges basically the whole pack, but packs are made up of series of cells, and so you can get like 2 series cells or more. So you start with negative, however many you keep adding. And so it will monitor those voltages, and so this pumps the power into it, and I believe these will kind of discharge them if it needs to lower the voltage, but I think it primarily adds a little bit of extra current to the particular cell, that series cell that needs it. But in any case, we're not going to look at that in this video. As I said before, they stopped selling this right after I got it. There's a lot of units that like behave like this, so even if you watch a different unit, they function a lot the same. Now we have to power it. Let's not forget that. So moving in, you can see we can work with up to or down to 7 volts up to 30 volts right there. I think this has a voltage booster. I can't remember for sure, but in any case, again, you're probably not going to find this, so we're not going to worry about too much what it can do. That is an XT60 connector in there, the male one. So here's the female, and we have a negative on that side, plus on that side. I have a solar generator where it doesn't tell you the polarity. It's kind of annoying. So this more narrow side there is the negative side, and I'm just going to power this with my, it's not a bench power supply, portable power supply here, and works like a bench power supply. So I call it like a portable bench power supply sometimes. Now we plug just that alligator clip up there, and these do pop off relatively easily. Let's get that servo out of the way, and connected there. So now it powers on, and we got 9 volts. I got current limited to 1 amp right there, so if I short that, you wouldn't get more than 1 amp of current anyways. Plus this has short circuit protection, so if they accidentally touched each other, this would turn off. But this is kind of dangerous to do if you don't have short circuit protection. The 2 terminals from the power supply could easily come together. So again, we're not going to do the charger. I think measurer is for measuring the battery, and maybe you can like balance it without charging it or something. I can't remember. But in any case, we're going to go to output. Let's zoom in. Output. It's got different outputs. I can't remember what all they do. But we're interested in pulse width modulation, and you'll probably see this move a little bit when I click OK. So that's 1500. That is where this unit thinks that you're going to be like halfway. So let's plug it in there. And so we can manually adjust this right here. So we can adjust these two, but ultimately what this means is right when that jumps up till it gets to there. So right when it's about to jump up again there, that's every 20 milliseconds. That's a 20 millisecond period. And this isn't lined up. This would actually be smaller in real life. But that's what that whole thing is. Because this is less than 10% of that amount of time. That's 1.5 milliseconds. And so this should be smaller. But we'll get it a lot smaller too, and a little bit wider. So in any case, 20 milliseconds, that's 50 hertz. That happens 20 times a second. Really, really quick for your senses, you know, not terribly quick for electronic stuff. But in any case, we can move this, and I got to hold the unit. It doesn't have rubber feet or anything on the bottom. It'll slide around if I don't hold both sides. But there you can see, that's as high as that goes there. and I think that's its limit. If we could get, so that makes it wider. So it doesn't really get that wide. It's still over there, but it was wider. Now we're shrinking it again. And if I go the right way, there we go. So yeah, you can spin this pretty quick. Oh, by the way, that's a button, and this dial is the other button. That's it. That's 2 buttons. You just press it down, and it's like a button. And there we go. So you're going to see something interesting here. If you get to the end, it's like 600 microseconds. Then it starts spinning like a motor. Not all of them will do that. But there we go. And it'll go faster. You shrink it right there. So that's probably getting annoying to hear that. Let's get up. So that was manual. I think they planned on people primarily, so yeah, you can adjust that. It doesn't have to be perfectly 20 milliseconds. It's got, like, I think a pretty wide range. Some of them I think have less range than others though. So we'll do auto right there. So it's doing 1,000 to 2,000 microseconds. So I'm assuming that's the range they think people are mostly going to work with. And you can go faster. And that is it right there. So we will cancel and go back. And yeah, if you interested in the battery part of it, if I can get the dial to the right setting. There we go, charging. And so I did not program that this is a LiFePO lithium iron phosphate. I think that was automatically in the unit. I could be wrong. And then I think they also had one of these. So it says right here, press OK to add a battery, and then long press it to delete a battery. So if I want to delete this, I guess I would just hold it down. And I think it's waiting. Yeah, that's how many series cells you got. That's what the voltage of each cell is. And so they stack up. Their voltages add up. That's the main thing. You can set the current for how to charge it and how to discharge it right there. And then there's no battery connected to it. So it's going to let you know there. Otherwise, we would have more options. I can't remember what all. There's a little instruction book too. There's no power cable though, as I said before. That's why I got it wired up like that. So, in any case, that actually fell off, but we're probably done anyway. So, in any case, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out links down below. They all help out a lot. Again, I can't find this being sold anywhere. Maybe it is now, but last time I looked, I couldn't find it being sold anywhere. And I looked at my old link. It's not on Amazon again from the seller, who I think was actually Hobbymate. So I'm guessing nobody else does either. If I actually do see one, I'll put it in the link. But otherwise, this was just more of a kind of a fun video, just showing one of the things that tools like this can do. I think a lot of these battery chargers have servo testers.